So now we are going to look at the topic solver. In the last class, we looked at what if analysis. We considered, we dealt with goal seek, scenario manager, and data tables, 1D and 2D data tables. Now, now we are looking at solver. For you to appreciate solver, you have to understand goal seek and know the limitations of goal seek. Okay? Now, recall that goal seek is used. Let's just run through this goal seek example. So you see, let's illustrate it. How do I get the profit here? Can you tell me? Can you suggest? Equals what? Any suggestion on that? This is quantity sold of items, an item sold. This is the price at which it's sold. This is the unit cost. Let's assume there are no other costs. Of course, in real life scenarios, you may have an overhead or fixed costs, fixed costs and all that, but let's just forget about that for now. So now, what is profit? Equals what?
Unit costs.
Unit cost, yes. Are you sure we should start from unit cost?
Okay, I think sales. Okay, quantity sales.
Sales minus
Sales. Okay, coming. Sales minus what?
Sales minus the, I think it's the unit cost.
You mean price minus unit cost? Price is the cost at which you sell, is the cost, that's the price with which you sell each item.
Okay, it's going to be sales times price minus sales times price. I think sales times price.
There are different approaches you can give it. So let me hear which one you want us to do.
Sales times price. Then
you want us to use sales times price. Okay, sales times price. Times price.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it not times cost?
No.
No.
I guess
it depends. It depends on the approach you want to give it. Okay, go ahead. Let's do this one first. Minus what?
Minus unit cost.
Just unit cost.
It's sales minus price times unit cost. Yes.
Sales minus price times unit cost.
Times unit cost. Yes.
Wait. Let's analyze. Let's analyze this thing. See, price is the rate at which you sell this thing. Let's say you are selling something costs you 300 to produce. We are selling it to customers at 450. This is price. This is price. This is unit cost. This
is
price minus unit cost. Is the profit.
So
price minus unit cost.
You can see it now. Well, I'm sure you can see it now. Say to
yes, sir.
Yeah, price minus unit cost times what?
The sales.
The sales quantity, yes. Thank you. That's right. So I think we're on the same page now. So that's the formula, right? Now, what do we do?
quantity.
You said? Your question. Hello? Now, let's, like I said, for you to appreciate solver, you must understand GoSeek. You should appreciate GoSeek and its limitations. What do we do with GoSeek? Now, in a problem, in a situation like this, let's say we have an objective. Let's say our objective is to set the profits to a particular value. Let's say, for instance, the goal is to make a profit of 10 million naira. Okay. Now, if we are to achieve that, then some of these variables must change, right? Isn't it? Is it that we try to increase quantity sold?
Hello,
Or
sir. You said the 10 million. Hello, sir. Please, sorry. You
yes.
said the 10 million. What happened to the 10 million?
Yes, I said, let's say now we have a situation like this, right? And we can see the profit is 7 million. Okay. Now let's say we have an objective of making a profit of 10 million instead of this 7.1 million. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's say that goal, we have such a goal. Now to achieve that goal, you agree with me that some of these values will have to change, right?
Yes.
Is it that we try to increase the quantity sold, or we try to increase the price, or we try to reduce the cost, isn't it? Is that not so?
Yes.
The
Yes, sir.
safest, the most often used strategy is to increase sales. However, we can do all of this. We can try to increase sales, increase price a little, reduce costs, okay? But unfortunately, when you are using GoSeek, you can only change, GoSeek will allow you to change only one variable. So GoSeek is used for setting a particular variable to a given amount by changing another variable. Okay, so let's go ahead to do this. Now, once a profit of 10 million, let's say we want to achieve that by changing sales quantity. Can we go ahead to do that? So how do we do that? We just go to the data tab. We go to what if analysis, click on what if analysis, click on GoSeek. Then asking for the cell we want to set as our objective. Set cell is this cell. This is the profit cell. That's the one we want to set to 10 million. So value of what? 10 million. By changing what? By changing which cell, we click in this, by changing sales. You click on the 2000, which is the sales. Okay. So if you click OK, so GoSeek will set this to 10 million like we have asked it to. By changing
Go
this,
seek. Go seek.
yes.
The network here is somehow. Go seek is I forgot data, have you?
What?
Go seek. I'm looking for where it is.
What if analysis? Data, yes.
You go
Data
seek.
is on data.
Okay, you got it from data analysis.
Data tab, then what if analysis. Data tab,
Okay, what if okay.
analysis.
Analysis. Okay.
Then
Go
go
seek.
seek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go seek.
The cell,
Then to change it, you said
the cell they are setting is this cell, right? You are setting it to 10 million. Actually, it's also in that recording.
Okay.
It's there as well. By changing what? By changing this sales quantity, click on OK. So it does it for you. Okay. Now it sells this profit to 10 million by changing the sales value. Okay. What do you think is the limitation here? The limitation is that,
I don't. Okay. The quantity, the sales quantity is not supposed to be in decimal.
thank you very much. And that's one of the limitations of GoSeek as well, which we are going to solve when we get to Solver. Okay. So,
Okay.
but in this case, this is a simple matter. What you just do, you take it to be the approximate value, 2817 in this case. Okay. Just take it to be 2817. So what the manager would then need to do is to organize the salespeople, organize everybody to aim at selling this quantity at this price, at this unit cost to achieve this.
Okay.
Exactly. So now we can see the
Okay.
limitations. We can see the limitations here. One, GoSeek will only allow you change one variable. You cannot change both the quantity and price and unit cost at the same time. Secondly, with GoSeek, sometimes it can give you decimal values like this, fractions like this, without, so you can't control that. Okay, so let's move on to Solver and see how Solver solves that problem, how Solver helps to overcome that problem. So Solver is more or less an advanced version of GoSeek, a more robust, more advanced alternative to GoSeek. So maybe we can call it the senior brother of GoSeek. Okay, it does the same thing, but it's more robust. So now, with Solver, if you have not, Solver is not activated by default. You need to know that. So if you can't see Solver on your screen, you have to activate it. How do you do that? You go to the File menu, go down the File menu, click on Options, click on Add-ins. Then when you go down here, what can you see here? Tell me what is it. I want to be sure you are following. What am I pointing at?
You are pointing at description.
What
Provide
description?
data analysis tools for statistical and engineering analysis.
No. Look at
That's
my.
what you clicked. Now you clicked on location now. No, that's adding. The place that is highlighted there is
Okay,
adding.
okay.
You have gone up.
I get what you are saying. I'm sure you are not seeing it. Okay, anyway, you click on the File menu, right? You click on what? Options. Can
Option.
you see options?
Option. Yes.
Can you see any box appearing? Well,
Yes.
when you do that on your screen, you'll see it. Then you click on Add.
Add list.
When you click on Add,
Yes.
then you go down to where you have Manage Excel
Manage.
add-ins. Then you click on Go. Okay. Then you just select Solver add-in and click on OK.
Okay.
So when you do that, Solver will appear if it's not already on your screen. But you find Solver, you find it under the Data tab. You go to the right, you see it there. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Solver. Hope we can all see it. So now we are going to use Solver to solve this same problem. then you see the amount of flexibility that we have. Okay, so if I click on solver, see it has more options. The first thing solver will want us to do is to set our objective. What are we trying to achieve? What's set objective? Now, this cell, what you specify here, 1 minute. Okay, so now you see set objective. So what you specify in that cell is the location of the value that you are setting as your objective. I mean, when I say setting as your objective, I mean the location of the value. The location of the value. That is the cell reference of the value. Okay. Oh, already have some things here because I did some things here before. Let me delete all of them. To delete everything here, just click on reset or OK. So it's asking us to set our objective. What you do is you click here, make sure your cursor is there. Then you go and click the value that you want to set to the desired figure. Okay, which in this case is the profit. To what? Click value of. Then you type the 10 million here. By changing what? Here we can say by changing all these, right? Okay.
The quantity.
Or let's just change. Let's change this to. What are we changing? Let's say okay, first of all, let me highlight everything so you see how it works. By changing what? Quantity, price, and unit cost. You know, unlike solver, unlike goal seek, you can specify multiple cells, right? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Solve. Let's click solve and see. Now, it says solver found a solution. All constraints and optionality conditions are satisfied. So now you see solver is giving us sales of 2,239.68, price of whatever, unit cost of whatever, and then of course profits a little bit approximate, but it's okay. Okay. Now this is what it gives us, but we may not like this. So let's set some conditions, some constraints. Back to solver. Now I want to add some constraints. Let's click on add. The first constraint I want to add is to tell solver that the sales quantity must be a whole number. Does that make sense? Cell reference, you click on this sales value here. Then you pull down this and just simply click int. constraints. Let's set only that one for now. If you solve again, you see that it ensures that this sales value is a whole number. It gives you a solution, it changes everything. Okay. Well, let's do something more realistic. Let's set some more constraints. Let's set some more constraints. Now, let's say, okay, before we set constraints, let's check something. Right now, you see it's giving us a price of 5,008. We don't know how feasible that is. Are you sure customers will be willing to pay this? Okay, so let's assume that we don't think customers will be willing to pay anything more than 5,200. So let's add a constraint for that. Add. Click here. Click on the price. Price must be less than or equals 5,200. We have added that constraint now. So let's solve again. You see it now? Okay. Okay, I want to add one more constraint. I didn't accept the solution. That's why you see it's going back to when you solve here. If you click OK, it will retain these values. If you click cancel, it will reverse it. Okay, now let's add one more constraint. I don't want us to change this unit costs anyhow. Let's assume that because we are going to sell more, let's assume that our unit costs will not be let's say we want to step it down. Let's say our unit cost is expected to be equal to 1,350. That's another constraint we are adding now. Okay, solve. Error. Solver, please verify that all cells and constraints are valid. Okay. Let's go and see why it's not able to get that. Because of the restriction I did here. Because of that restriction. That's why it's having problem solving it. Okay, let's say we don't want it to be more than 1,400. Still not able to get it. Unable to solve it with those constraints. Let's see. Which constraint is this one? say price is less than or equals 5,200. Less than or equals solving solution restore origin. Okay, it's finding it difficult to solve without constraints. Okay. Let me remove that constraint first and let's see. No. There's something wrong somewhere. It should be something. Maybe one of the values change. Let's check the whole thing again. This is C. This is not supposed to be C6 now. It's supposed to be C7. It's supposed to be C7. Yeah. Yeah. So the figure there was I don't know how that happened. That figure there was mistakenly this one. Are you there? Are we there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
this 7 here was mistakenly changed to 6. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, so that's why it was not able to solve it. That's why it was finding difficult. So you give your constraints and then just click solve. It will solve it for you and give you the answer. Okay. Like in this case, it's telling us that it's telling us in this case that if we can make a sales of 2,557 at a price of 5,002 with this unit cost, we can achieve the 10 million. Is this clear? Is it clear to every one of us? Are we still there?
yes, sir.
I hope it's clear. Any question? So I just, maybe the recording will make it clear for you when you go through it again. So this is how solver works. Like in this case, you can see we are given 3 constraints. We are saying that the costs should be less than or equals 1,400. We are saying that the unit price must be less than or equals 5,200 because we think that beyond that, customers may not want to buy. And then we are saying the quantity must be a whole number. Okay. When you solve, click on solve. It will solve it for you. Okay, give you the answer. So it's telling us that we need to achieve this goal. We can aim at selling this quantity. We can aim at selling this quantity at this price with this unit costs and then get the desired objective. So, so that's how solver works, and we can see the advantages clearly. Can see how we are able to set the various constraints, and also we can change multiple cells to achieve
Yeah.
our objective, right? So that's
Hello,
it.
sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
yes, I
Please,
can.
will you send me the video later?
I will do that. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
I'll do that. All right. Okay, so that's that for solver school 6.